take a look at our final innovation for this very prestigious evening.
Chintakindi Mallesham hails from a small village of handloom weavers in Andhra Pradesh. Several families in the village, including that of Malleshams, earn their living by making the traditional tie and dye Pochampalli silk saris. The production of this sari involves a tiring and cumbersome process called the Asu process that requires the weaver to manually rotate the thread over semicircular pegs about 9,000 times for a single sari. Mallesham was witness to the unbearable pain and discomfort that his mother experienced every day as a result of this process. The Lakshmi Asu machine now enables each family of the Pochampalli sari weaving community to make about 6 saris per day, as opposed to the 2 per day which was the maximum achievable through the manual process.
Right, may I please invite Mr. C. Mallesham, the inventor of this device, onto stage. Mr. Mallesham is a self-taught inventor. His command over English is not very good, proving once again that innovation needs no language. And to help him with the communication, I'm going to call his mentor, Mr. Durga Prasad, to assist him in answering questions.
Sir, I made socks for my father for 10 years as a hosiery business, and I've been very close to knitting and therefore weaving. And you know, in our own humble way, we've seen the evolution of weaving from where it was manual to, you know, air jet and water jet. So, without, you know, at all casting doubt on the inventiveness, isn't this a better way to weave a sari?
This tie and dye or ikat sari, this is a unique process, initial process. For this process only, this Asu process is at the initial stage. This is not used in any traditional handloom weaving saris. So this is a part of Pochampalli, which is nearer to Hyderabad, is located, and it is in the radius of around 80 kilometers. This is the only place where this machine can be used.
So what does it cost the weaver to buy the machine? Because again, the presentation brought out that one machine can support multiple weavers.
The machine at present rate is cost around 16,000 rupees.
1/6.
1/6. And previously, a person, this is a lady's domain, and each lady can do around 2 saris per day, that is 10 hours. She takes around 5 hours per day because she has to swing her hand 9,000 times. And so every lady who does this suffers from shoulder pain and backache. So now they can do between 7 to 8 saris per day, and they were paid for 10 rupees per sari. So a manual labor who does this, they get around 20 rupees per day. Now they are getting around 150 to 160 rupees per day.
Obviously this problem came after you noticed your mother was struggling so much. How much time did it take you to convince the second customer?
Because it is a traditional thing, once they do this Asu process, men usually weave that. So Mallesham discontinued his 7th class at the age of 13, and he wanted to go into this business. So mother said, I can't do it for your father himself, where can I do this for you? Then immediately he thought I should solve my mother's agony, and he told his mother, I will remove your drudgery. That's how he started, and it took around 7 years for him. Failure, then process and all. Once he started that, because it is in a very small village, and people, after a while, they started criticizing him, sarcastic remarks, saying that this is engineer's job, this is not your job and all. It took a little bit time, around 2 months. Then one lady came and said, you solved your mother's problem. Do you think that it is only your mother had shoulder pain? Even I have pain. I am your aunt. Why don't you do that for me? That's how it started. And from 2002 till today, 600 machines are sold.
Oh. Wow.
And there are 30,000 families who depend on Asu.
The number of saris that can be made by a single person goes up from, you said,
2 to 6.
2 to 6. What does that mean for the market? Because Pochampalli also, the pricing of this sari is also perhaps because of the limited supply that comes in. So when you suddenly increase supply, will we see prices of the final product crashing, and will that have any impact on the weavers?
There is a demand, but like you rightly said, the production constraint is one, that because of the ASU process, the limitation of number. Then the second thing is the designs. Most of these designs are very, very old. After the 600 machines have come, now every 3 to 4 months, there is a change of design. So the demand is going up.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mallesham. Thank you, Mr. Prasad. Okay. So I have a couple of messages. Mostly the jury members were really upset with us because we gave them 5 good case studies. They found it almost impossible to pick a winner. So we got a lot of ill will, especially from Raman Roy, who was basically beat me up outside and said, sorry, I can't be a judge on this anymore. Raman, you want to tell us a little bit about what happened there?
I think all of us were unanimous that as we read the presentations, with each one the excitement grew, the understanding, the sheer innovativeness and the problems that they were addressing. And then we all got together thinking maybe I got carried away while reading the presentation, and then we spoke with each other, and the excitement is with the entire jury. As a result, our first reaction, as you very correctly said, was that we cannot choose the 3. They all deserve to get the first prize, forget the first, second and third. And then our arms were twisted. I'd like the audience to know. We had a very animated discussion because nobody was willing to let go or choose one over the other.
Okay. And
thank you for joining us and prevailing upon us that we had to find 1, 2 and 3.
Tough job, but unfortunately it was my unfortunate job to do that. Mr. Shin Senthil, if we can have you on stage. Right, I'm going to